Well, good morning. It's Monday. Wow, we made it through the weekend. I hope that you are ready for a great week where we can serve and glorify the Lord. Let's take our Bibles to Mark chapter number 4 this morning. We're going to finish out the chapter, and I want you to focus in on something that really the question we have to ask ourselves is: do we have the faith to trust that wherever Jesus takes us, he can protect us. And so that's really what he's doing with the disciples in this particular scene. And I think as you hear me read it, you'll go, okay, I get what's happening here. He took them out onto the water and then just really put them in a situation where they had to trust that he could protect them. And so notice in verse number 35 of Mark chapter number 4, it says, And the same day when the even was come, he saith unto them, Let us pass over unto the other side. And when they had sent away the multitude, they took him even as he was in the ship, and there was also with them other little ships, and there arose a great storm of wind, and the waves beat into the ship, so that it was now full. And he was in the hinder part of the ship, asleep on a pillow. And they awake him and say unto him, Master, carest thou not that we perish? And the interesting thing is here, the thing about Jesus is in the ship. The water is beating on the ship. The waves are crashing over the top of the ship. And it really appears that there's no way they're going to survive this. But Jesus, the Son of God, is in the boat. He's on a mission. And he's really just asleep, relaxed, because he knows what's going to happen. He knows that if the storm has to come, that if God has for them to continue on, that they're going to survive the storm. He wanted the disciples to see that wherever he took them, he could protect them. No matter what was happening, they were not far from the hand of God. And so notice what happens. He says, and he arose in verse number 38 or 39, it says, And he arose and rebuked the wind and said unto the sea, Peace, be still. And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. And he said unto them, Why are ye so fearful? How is it that ye have no faith? And they feared exceedingly, and said one to another, What manner of man is this, that even the wind and the sea obey him? And I think that we go through stages of faith. I think that the disciples were at a stage of faith where they said, Hey, this guy could be someone. And at this very moment, they were captivated by the reality that he could be someone more than they ever imagined. And I think that's what happens with us. When we say, oh, yes, of course I believe in Jesus, but then storms come and we go, then we freak out. We say, why in the world are you taking us out in the storm? Why are you trying to kill us? And so Jesus was trying to help them learn or take a step of faith that wherever I take you, I can protect you. Wherever I send you, I'll be with you. Think about it. They were in the midst of a storm they thought was going to be fatal. And then Jesus just rebukes the wind and the waves, and they stopped. And so think about the situation you're in. With a little bit of faith, with a little bit of confidence, your storm can end instantaneously if we trust that wherever God takes us, he can protect us. I hope that helps you have a really great start to a wonderful week.